Okay, we'll call this special board meeting to order. You want to say the Pledge of Allegiance? Or
Sure.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a roll call. Roll call.
Yes, ma'am. I guess we can turn the rest of the lights on, too. All right, Aldrich? Here. Beckman?
Here.
Fox? Here. Verplank?
Here.
And Pullen?
Here.
And Aaron Miller and Scott are absent with notice. Okay, moving on.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll support.
Yeah.
Would you turn off your
aren't you?
Would you please turn off your cell phones if they're still on? So, could we have, the motion is to approve the agenda. Could we have a, we don't need a roll call vote?
Yeah, this is voice vote, I think.
Just a voice vote?
Yep.
All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
No? Okay, motion carries. Public comment, there's no public, wow. We do have some public.
He's typing, he's taking notes. He's typing over there.
You don't want him to tell you what he's doing here.
Okay, unfinished business, new business, funding approval for engine 2112, emergency engine repair. Greg, you want to tell us what's up?
So on the back side of your agenda is the funding approval form with our request for approval to repair our engine. Had some difficulties with the emissions control components, and with further diagnosis, they got a more accurate cost of repair of a little over $26,000. Now, you'll notice that there's a higher amount in there. Our experience has been nothing is what it appears to be. And I'll leave it at that. As you know, this was originally $45,000. And Chris and I worked with K&R to get it a little more accurately for the board. So, again, on a used engine, you don't know what's going to happen, but our best diagnosis and our trust in KMR is $26,258 should take care of the repair. And we're optimistic it will.
Okay, so...
And this is the only quote we were able to get? I mean, I'm assuming...
That's a fair question, too, yes, because of this reason. This particular brand engine is very limited with dealerships.
I kind of thought that, but...
And K&R has a dealership in Grand Rapids as well as the one in Holland. So it would have been futile to take it apart, have it towed there. Max Force, this brand engine, no one really works at it. The first two dealers we called didn't want to look at it. They don't have the computer software to diagnose the engine, so it's limited as to who wants to work on it, unlike Cummins or Caterpillar. So we were kind of at a point of we couldn't go anywhere else.
Well, I kind of figured that, but I wanted to clarify it all. And how much is a new truck, roughly, just ballpark figure?
$675,000. We bought this used from West Virginia. Just to give you a 1-minute background, most of the board knows this. We had a smaller truck, a mini pumper. Great concept, great idea. However, it was overloaded. It did not perform. It wasn't what we ordered, a Class A pumper. So the conclusion was we need to get rid of it. While we had limited funds, we took a loan for this truck. And for the money, we wanted a four-wheel drive truck again, and this was the best bang for the buck, $250,000. So that's how we acquired the truck.
Okay, next question. Are they gonna be going through the entire truck? You know, things they may not even know about to look
Nope.
and double check it? So that we
Nope.
don't, 2 weeks down the road, have another problem?
Well, the emissions is something that was internal, it just didn't reveal itself. The truck is checked annually. There's a DOT inspection and an annual pump inspection and an annual truck inspection.
Oh, okay.
So they do go over it, but that emissions issue didn't surface until recently.
Okay.
So,
What's the life expectancy for this type of truck?
you figure nowadays with electronics, or it used to be 20 years to answer your question. We did, the truck you're replacing now, we're having one built, we went to 15 years to stagger, because I've got a very expensive aerial coming due. So ISO likes it removed from front line in 20 years to back line. Well, I've got a lot of older trucks. So we like 15 years because of the fact that electronics and safety features change dramatically, and I'm not so sure it's prudent to keep everything 20 years. You know, there's no airbags, on these trucks. It's now, the new one that comes will be state of the art. There's tip over devices. You lean too far, more than 5 degrees, it's gonna govern the throttle down. There's just other safety features. Also, more to go wrong, more electronics. But we try to keep the new engine simple that's being built. April or May, it might be delivered, we don't know. So, that's pretty much where we're at. And this new engine that we ordered is not four-wheel drive. That was even more money. This engine that you're hopefully going to approve the repair on is a four-wheel drive engine. Just a good-sized engine. It's good enough for now. Not new, 2011.
Okay.
But to me, in my opinion, it's certainly worthwhile fixing, particularly when the cost of buying a new truck is so much money now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
If I think what we've talked about a little bit too, and obviously it's up to the board when we get to that point, but this particular situation makes a good argument to keep the current 2111 as a reserve engine though, because currently the resale value is somewhere between $50,000 and $75,000, and when right now, by the time this gets fixed, our primary engine will be out of service, 5 weeks, I think. So by having that reserve engine, at least we're not out of pump, we're not out of truck, we can still respond to 2 fires at once. I mean, all of those things that have been very challenging to staff with equipment the past few weeks would be fixed by having a reserve, keeping the existing engine as a reserve engine. But that's an argument or a discussion for a different day, not part of this repair. Just
Okay.
good.
They want so much money for new trucks, and you would
Yeah.
think, like the boat market, that used trucks, the pricing would have escalated. It has not.
Oh,
The
yeah?
market's flooded, saturated
Mm-hmm.
with used fire trucks.
Really?
So that's one of the issues. I mean, that truck has 19,000 miles on it that's it. They're low mileage. Our tankers have less than 6,000 miles on them. One's a 2003. So the mileage isn't really the thing.
No, it's not.
So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to authorize fire district staff to coordinate engine repairs with K&R Truck Sales for engine number 2112 with a not-to-exceed amount of $30,000.
Second.
Okay, a motion by Aldrich and a second by Fox. Is there any more discussion on the motion?
How long will this take to repair this truck?
Chris handled a lot of this for me Friday because I tried to take off Friday.
It would be, he said Friday when he sent the quote, if we get approval today, it would be February 11th. And so now we're 2 days later, so probably February 13th.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Valentine's Day, we'll get it back or somewhere around there.
Couple weeks, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
And that's also pending availability of parts.
Right.
They believe they have everything on a shelf, but computers are wrong and
Yeah.
who knows, so,
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
yeah.
Anybody else? Okay, can we have a roll call vote?
Yes, ma'am. Aldrich?
Yep.
Fox?
Yes.
Beckman?
Yes.
Verplank?
Yeah.
And Pullen.
Yes.
Passes 5-0, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
and
Thank you.
I still think the public is way too busy to comment. And are there any fireboard comments? Anybody? Then I will adjourn this meeting at 4:15. Thank you.